Hello and welcome to Parenting Tips, the channel where we share helpful and practical advice for parents. Today's topic is how to raise attention span in kids. Attention span is the ability to focus on a task or activity for a certain amount of time without getting distracted or bored. It is an important skill that helps children learn, solve problems, and achieve their goals. However, many children struggle to pay attention, especially when they are faced with challenging or boring tasks. So how can you help your child improve their attention span and stay focused? Here are some tips that you can try at home or at school. Tip number 1. Give attention to get attention. One of the best ways to get your child's attention is to give them your full attention first. When you are giving instructions or directions, make sure you are physically close to them, make eye contact, and use simple and clear language. Avoid shouting from another room or giving too many commands at once. Instead, ask them to repeat what they need to do and show you that they understand. This way, you can model what paying attention looks like and help your child feel more motivated and confident. Tip number 2. Break down the task. If your child thinks a task is too hard or too long, they may lose interest and give up easily. To help them tackle the project, break it down into smaller and manageable steps. For example, instead of telling your child to clean their room, you can say, first, pick up all your toys, then put your clothes in the hamper, then make your bed. You can also use a timer or a checklist to keep track of their progress and reward them for completing each step. Tip number 3. Spice up mundane tasks. Some tasks are just not very fun or exciting for kids, but they still need to do them. To make these tasks more enjoyable, you can use some creativity and humor. For example, you can ask your child to form letters or numbers using different objects, such as rocks, cars, or blocks. You can also turn a boring task into a game or a challenge, such as, who can finish their homework faster? Or, how many words can you read in 1 minute? By adding some variety and fun, you can keep your child's interest and attention longer. Tip number 4. Remove visual distractions. When your child is working on something that requires concentration, make sure they have a quiet and clutter-free space to do it. Remove any unnecessary items or toys from their desk or table that might catch their eye or tempt them to play. You can also limit their exposure to screens, such as TV, computer, or phone, that might distract them from their task. If possible, turn off any notifications or sounds that might interrupt them. By creating a calm and focused environment, you can help your child stay on track and avoid distractions. Tip number 5. Play memory games. Memory games are not only fun but also effective in improving attention span. They help train your child's brain to remember and recall information quickly and accurately. You can play memory games with your child using cards, pictures, words, or objects. For example, you can show them a tray of different items for a few seconds, then cover it up and ask them to name as many items as they can remember. You can also play matching games, where they have to find pairs of cards with the same picture or word. These games will challenge your child's memory and attention skills and keep them entertained. Tip number 6. Include physical activity. Physical activity is not only good for your child's health, but also for their attention span. Studies have shown that exercise can boost brain function and improve concentration in children. Physical activity can also help release excess energy and reduce stress and boredom that might affect your child's attention. You can include physical activity in your child's daily routine by letting them play outside, ride a bike, jump on a trampoline, or join a sports team. You can also give them short breaks for active play during homework or study time, such as bouncing on a ball, stretching, or doing jumping jacks. Tip number 7. Adjust time frames. Finally, you need to be realistic about how long your child can pay attention based on their age and personality. Some children have naturally shorter attention spans than others, and that's okay. You don't need to force them to sit still for hours if they are not ready for it. Instead, you can adjust the time frames according to their abilities and needs. For example, if your child is 6 years old, you can expect them to focus on one task for 12 to 30 minutes at most. If they need more time to finish something, you can break it up into smaller segments with breaks in between. These are some of the tips that you can use to help your child improve their attention span and focus. Remember, attention span is not something that is fixed or permanent. It can change and improve over time with practice and support. So be patient, positive, and consistent with your child, and you will see the results. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more parenting tips. See you next time. Copy. Please subscribe for more parenting tips.